Plan all the way to the end. You'll see why thinking past the finish line saves dreams from falling apart at the last step. Storyteller Maya Brooks. Let me tell you about two men who stood on the same mountain ridge in Panama, both hungry for glory, yet only one made it home alive. It is dusk in 1513. The air is thick with heat and mosquitoes. Vasco Núñez de Balboa stares at the Pacific Ocean, heart pounding. He is the first European to see that endless water from the New World. Gold, fame, titles he believes they are now his. He rushes a letter to the Spanish king, claiming the new ocean and every shore it touches. He never asks what happens after the letter leaves his tent. He never wonders how jealous rivals back in Spain will read his bragging words. He simply marches forward, eyes locked on the shiny prize. Fast forward 2 years. Balboa is dragged in chains to the same beach he once celebrated. Francisco Pizarro, once his lieutenant, now his judge, signs the death warrant. Balboa's head rolls into the sand, a few feet from the waves he discovered. He planned the adventure, but he never planned the ending. Now sail north to cold Berlin, 1862. Otto von Bismarck is having plain potato soup in a small kitchen. A journalist asks, "Herr Minister, what do you actually want?" Bismarck wipes his mouth, answers, "A united Germany ruled from Prussia without Austrian meddling within 10 years." The reporter laughs, thinks it is beer hall talk. Bismarck pulls a folded paper from his coat. It lists every step to that goal, each possible enemy move, every alliance shift, even the month he will pick a fight with France to fire up German pride. He keeps the paper hidden, updates it nightly like a chessboard. He does not brag, does not hurry, does not hope luck will carry him. Year 1871, the same man stands in the Hall of Mirrors at Versailles. Crowds cheer the new German emperor. Bismarck quietly slips away from the applause, back to his desk. He already knows the next 5 moves needed to keep the empire steady. He retires on his own terms, old and comfortable, because he stopped when the game was won. Let me bring this closer to a life you can picture. Chicago, 2014. My friend Carla wanted to open a cozy coffee shop. She drew cute sketches of latte art and posted them online. Everyone liked the pictures, so she rented the first cheap storefront she found. 6 months later, she called me crying. The street had no foot traffic, the landlord tripled the rent, and her savings were gone. She closed the doors on a rainy Tuesday, cardboard cups still stacked unused. I met her for tea and asked, "Did you walk the route all the way to your grand opening day?" She blinked, confused. So I showed her a notebook I use for my own projects. Each page lists a single future headache: lease renewal, city permit delays, supplier price spikes, copycat competitors, staff quitting during holidays. Next to every headache is a calm fix. Negotiate a 5-year cap, build a second exit door, line up 2 bean vendors, trademark the shop's name, cross-train every employee. Carla stared at the pages, then laughed through leftover tears. "Victory has homework," she said. 3 years later, she reopened. Different neighborhood, smaller space, bigger brain. She mapped foot traffic for 4 weeks before signing the lease. She budgeted for a rainy day fund equal to 6 months of rent. She hired a manager who could run the place if Carla got sick. Today, her cafe smells like cinnamon and sells out of pastries by noon. She tells new owners, "Dream big, plan bigger, sleep easy." Here is the quiet truth behind these stories. A goal without an ending is just adrenaline. Adrenaline fades and the vultures arrive. Rivals you ignored, bills you forgot to count, pride you left unchecked. Planning to the end is not pessimism. It is respect for the distance. It is writing the last paragraph of your book before you type the first. Tonight, pick one thing that matters to you. Picture the moment after you win. Who might be angry? What money will be missing? Which bridge will be burning? Write those answers on paper, not to scare yourself, but to see the full board. Then work backward to the first small move you can make tomorrow morning. Summary: Balboa rushed to the ocean and lost his head because he never looked past the horizon. Bismarck drew a calm map and kept the crown because he walked the whole road in his mind before stepping outside. Real dreams deserve the same care. See the finish, list the traps, plan the escape, know when to stop. Do that and the ending will greet you like an old friend, not like an executioner.